Okay, well that, sorry, took a little bit longer than I was anticipating to. I was trying to, I mean, my computer started lagging really bad. Like, my mouse wouldn't even move, really, so. But I think that was because I had just had too much trying to happen all at once. So, fix that right up. How is that not nice? We definitely need that mouse. Yo, PP. Binkle dookie. Time. I mean, we have tea. Actually, this was the last of the tea. I had to make a new batch when I got home. So that is the last of the tea I'm going to actually drink tonight because it's not cold yet. So, unfortunately, but there you have it. I got to do a couple more rounds here to finish off the 4 stars. Then we got to run the featured, finish that arena off, and then I'll probably just. Yeah, I kind of want to ignore and just entirely do that arena tomorrow. Yeah, I'll probably just do that. I don't want to deal with it. I might do a couple rounds, like the rank 1 rounds, just to get it over with. But consonant, my T, yes, my consonant. Yep, I got it. Took a second. It didn't register immediately. Oh yeah, my music is. So I was like, I was listening to a stream, and then I turned that off because it was like eating so much processing. Computer couldn't handle all the things. Oh, so laggy. I don't know why I threw it away. I definitely did. I just don't know why. Okay, some more. Nice. I like that. Dude, I didn't actually end up going to bed last night. So I am very tired. I'm like honestly more awake than I should be. Like I feel like awake enough, but like my eyes are also heavy. So a little bit. So we'll see what happens. I am definitely not getting up and streaming it like I mean it's weekend, so I'm not working, but alright. Throw it and you're dead. Throw it and you're dead. Throw it and you're dead. Just throw it and you're dead. Throw it. Bro, don't you dare wait out the power stings. Oh my gosh. What a dick! He still died anyway. Dude, why didn't that play the music? So yeah, I'm on like 3 hours of sleep right now. So I'm going to crash, and I am not setting an alarm when I go to sleep. So I will probably not wake up until 3 o'clock in the afternoon. So ASMR, I like that. I like it. That one might take some finagling. Trying to try something new, but I can't test it at the moment, so I don't know if it's gonna work. We can test it though. I need to try and hold on a second. No, that's not what I need. I need, hold on. Yeah, I don't know if I could find that. I'm trying to. That should be it actually there. I really hope that that makes that work actually. I think that would work actually. I'll have to test it when he gets here. Also made some banger popcorn. Cooked it in bacon grease. Oh. It's good. I need to do like another fight here. So I missed a couple fights. Otherwise we would be done right now. With this one. a little bit behind in the future. I didn't, because I slept in a little bit. I didn't actually get around to using any of the 7 stars this morning. So, whoops. I would have liked to have been at like 11 million. But, say la vie. C'est la vie. Oh my gosh! Hot dang. Because those are all lowercase, right? No, I guess it doesn't matter. It's not case specific. He's apparently not case sensitive. D4 expiring? Bullseye, Ham, Cole, White Tiger, Wiccan, Jack unawakened. Honestly, don't mind Jack being unduped. Personally, I don't think that disqualifies him. I personally like Ham, but I would say depending on the context, I would disqualify Jack, not because he's unduped, but just I think Jack is like second to last. I put Wiccan last personally. I don't love him. He's like okay, but I don't love Wiccan. I like him. I don't love him though. So Wiccan would be last. Jack would be just above that, and then it would probably go White Tiger and Bullseye probably tied next. So like take your pick between those two, and then I would probably go with either Ham or Cole for first place. Out of that list. Cole is simple, whereas Ham like takes a little bit more finesse on occasion. So I did not mean to do that. But thank you. So I would say probably between Ham and Cole, and then depending on the context, decide from there. But I ranked for Ham, no regrets. So I still haven't ranked up Cole. So yeah, I want to, but now friggin' Hulkling I think would have to go up over Cole. Even though Cole actually does a lot of matchups right now in current meta that Hulkling actually wouldn't do that well. There'd be a couple that Hulkling could do that Cole can't, because like Hulkling I'm pretty sure could do like Sentinel, and Cole can't. But Cole does Zola quite well if you can nuke it. Otherwise, then it's a little bit more of a struggle. But whereas Hulkling, very bad for that fight. Because you can't enter the block, and well, his special 2 is going to do no damage. So Basically just bad on all fronts. I mean, I have a lot of T4 right now. I need to figure out how I want to go. Oh, it's got to go on the rank 4s though. I feel like it's kind of a slight problem. But I do also have enough radiance. I need to buy some more tier 4. The BG store reset too. I need to buy some. I can buy some more there too. Wolf figures it out. We're all Saint Nick. We're on the Christmas tree. The radio's playing nothing but like Christmas music now. Like, it was even playing Christmas music at work. It was like a completely different station than what I normally do. Your Hulkling's gonna be amazing. Like, that's all assuming you get him. There's a chance you don't. Really? You can do that, dick. Well, I would imagine there's gonna be 2 selectors, so Kingpin and Abs, you should be able to get both guaranteed if you just spend the units in the milestones. Because if they only let you choose just one and you can only get one of them, that would kind of suck. But between the two, I'll take Kingpin. If I can only get one, I'm taking Kingpin. And then there's 3 free keys. If you're spending money, you can buy enough keys, you'll get everybody. And what they did last year too is you could like spend just straight more units on more keys. And the more you bought, like the cheaper they technically got, but they were started out so expensive that they weren't like, it didn't really make sense to buy a bunch. It was like 8,000 units or something for an extra key. Which is a lot for depending on who was left in there. I mean, if you got your 3 and they were all the worst 3, and the next one had to have been either Scorpion, Hulkling, or X-23, I think would be. I mean, it might be worth it. But again, it's just, it could go poorly. You never know. RNG. So I'm hoping we wind up with end up more crystals, because I would like just have everybody. For, you know, reasons. Yeah, it's gonna be good. I seriously messed that up. That works. But yeah, I want Scorpion and Hulkling actually the most. I would, if. And then I would want kind of any of the other one. Ideally, probably X-23. I would like those 3 the most, those last 3. The rest I could, you know, don't really care. Two generics. Dang. Yeah, I've got the generic, I've got a skill, and enough catalysts for 2 more. So I can do 4 more right now. But the skill, obviously, that's Kingpin right there. So Kingpin's going to rank 4. Easy peasy. But then I have to figure out who the other 3 are, because they could go to anybody. We have a generic, so any class, and then the catalyst can go to any class. So. I don't know who to rank up. I didn't see any gameplay. But regen in general is just like not as important of a ability to have for the most part. So like honestly, I don't really care so much about the regen. Like if you got it and you got good regen, sure, great. But otherwise, it's like I'm not like overly fussed about it. As long as it's enough to like mitigate recoils, I'm fine. I didn't realize that was anyway. But yeah, no, I didn't realize there was. And then there's also actually, if we get lucky enough for the new Punisher, I would actually maybe consider giving him the rank 4 over Kingpin. Maybe if I like him with his rework. I didn't actually see any of him. Apparently he was available like during Summoners Fest, but I didn't actually see any footage of him. So if we get lucky enough to hit that drop, ooh, I would maybe consider doing him. But I'll have to have a fiddle with him and then go from there. Bro. Alright, throw it. Just go. Okay, that was my fault. I still don't have him as anything more than a 5-star, because I still haven't gotten him as a 6-star. He's like literally the rarest champion in the game at the highest rarity. Because what it takes to get him, like you cannot just money your way to him. Like it's just not possible. No amount of money can get you a 7-star or a 6-star Punisher. So there's like the fewest of that champion in the game. I'm actually pretty hyped for it. It was the usual rebirth crystal, revive, energy refills, and they also had 10k 7-star shards, which is not bad. But not account breaking by any means. Not in this academy. Alright. I need to test something. Hold on a second. I need to see if this works. Dude, I just actually realized, hold on, my camera didn't do what I wanted to. Need to fix that too. Alright, I don't know if I set it up right to make this work. A, B. You are now a command, assuming it works. I do not know that it does. If you could test it. Give me a second. I need to fix my camera too. Yo, what's up, AB? Hey, it worked. It worked. Fantastic. Well, I'm trying to multitask here. I thought you'd appreciate that. Let's see. There, it did what I wanted to. Okay, cool. We're back. Huzzah. But no, I am very, very hyped for it. I thought their announcements were solid, and like they're gonna make so much money. They're literally gonna make more money this year for Banquet than they've ever made on any banquet, gifting, whatever. Like, that's how good what they've said. Like, how it actually pans out, it might be another matter, but from what they've shared, it is actually going to be the best banquet event ever, which is, like, kind of insane. Like, I think they've outdone themselves if it turns out how it looks, like they wanted it. It is actually kind of bonkers. So, I mean, you have enough units that you can grind to the 15.8 or whatever it is. Yeah, that's easy to do. Like, you can do that pretty casually, get that amount of units. I mean, there's 1,000 a week, and you've got almost 4 weeks. Actually, almost like exactly 4 weeks of before the event ends. So. Yeah, I'll obviously do like the 15.8 for like the minimum kind of milestone stuff. But I'm like debating if I just go all out. I don't think even if I win all of my units and battle chips, that I would be in the top 600. I don't think so. I think there's just gonna be too many people that do spend, especially with the increased unit amounts that they're gonna have in the sales as well. I don't think that even $1,500 worth of units, so like 45,000, I don't think that would be enough. which is insane. I don't think that would be enough for me to hit top 600. Depending on how badly it drops off from there, like, so from like 601 to 1,000 or whatever the brackets are, I might still be worth. Like, just, if I do happen to miss, if I used everything, which I don't really want to do. But saying it's a potential option. The Jubilant Crystal, yeah. I also really like that they're making it a Grace Crystal. And I don't think 15 is unreasonable. It just kind of depends on like what the drops in it actually look like and stuff. But I honestly don't think... I think you'd honestly be fairly hard-pressed to hit the Grace that frequently, given how high the drop rate is. They've set the drop rate to like the expected drop is getting one every like 14 crystals. So I mean, obviously, just not hitting like the average of an opening, like you'd get it in 15. So it's because it's 7. So if it's so 100% divided by 7.77% is 12.8. So yeah, 13 crystals even would be like the expected number you'd have to open to get one drop of it. That's what you'd expect, one out of every 13, give or take. So getting the Grace in only 18, pretty solid. Dang it. It meant to dang it. So and the fact that like you're gonna get the fact that they upped it to 5 items in the crystal from like 3, which was like your main item, and then gold ISO. It was like the other 2 basically. They've made the crystal look so much better. It'll I think even with like fairly low drop amounts of like for like the Titan or 7-star sword, because you're guaranteed to get some of that in every crystal, as well as like as like just a minimum, and then you can get like a main prize as like what your main prize is. And depending on what those look like for your, those will be the random. The other 4 drops are like 100%, like you're getting those things. Yeah, well, we'll see what the entire totality of the event ends up looking like, but I think 100,000 units for top 600. I mean, jeez. I don't know that it would maybe be that high. I'm thinking maybe like 70,000. I mean, that's 70,000 units is a lot of units for top 600. I'm thinking maybe 70,000. 100,000 is an additional $1,000 over that. It would technically be less than that because of the bonus units, but and then you think like the top, 100 to 600, and the people that miss, I mean, there's gonna be a large chunk of money just spent in like the top 1,000. From like the 601 to 1,000 mark, and then like 100, because there's only gonna be, I feel like 100 like pretty extra sweaty, because you think like the rank 4 last year was top 90, and that was like required like I want to say like $10,000, give or take, for top 90, maybe something like that. 5,000, 10,000, whatever that range is, and then you know like top 20 was above that, or top 10, maybe it was lower. It was more like 5,000 for the top 90. Yeah, B601. Yeah. So again, it'll depend on like how big the brackets are outside of that. If like the next bracket is like 601 to 1,000, and then so that 400 person bracket is still like fairly valuable, but doesn't obviously have the rank 4 in it, which would be the main thing. But if it still has like some good stuff in it, that'd be like a decent consolation. Or no, it wouldn't have the rank 5. Sorry, it would have rank 4 stuff. My bad. It wouldn't have the newest rank, but you get like maybe a couple rank 4s. It would still have a lot of value, at least for me. But I would want top 600 for like that early rank 5, and because they're actually giving a rank 6, and that'll be like actually exclusive of a rank for, I mean, they said nearly a year, so I mean we'll be generous and say 10 months. It could be longer than that. I mean, it could be 9 months. Either way, like 9 10 months would be. I mean, it's only one specific champion you'll have that rank on, but still, it'll be really cool to have. And you could basically guarantee, if you had him in your BG's deck, because he'd be such a high rank, the defensive health pool alone and offensive potential would make him a guaranteed ban. You're never going to use him, but that would eat up a ban every time. So there's only 2 other champions in your deck that could get X-nade for any given meta, basically. I mean, probably not, but I'm just saying. I mean, there's only going to be 3 rank 6s in the game for the next 10 months. So you're probably never going to see that champion. Your regular person, you're never going to see him. But they're going to make so much money. Because there's going to be more than 3 people that want to push for that top 3. And people are going to be spending money, and they're going to spend more than they should, because they're like, okay, I want that top 3. I don't want to miss it on that top 3, so they wind up spending more. I don't. Has Yusafa made a video yet on their announcements? I'm actually very curious if he feels like they did a good enough job that he's going to be wailing out, because that was, I mean, he was like before, like was like not going to be big spending this year if they didn't like do something pretty major, and I feel like this might hit that mark, just because of like how juicy like the champions in the box and stuff, how they're redoing the crystals, the guaranteed like gotcha out of it. I mean, if you open 1,500, I mean that would be 100 guaranteed jubilant crystals, which is a lot. I mean, with the jubilant crystal having, and we'll have to see what the drop rates are in that crystal itself, but the drop is like a full T7 out of it. He's gonna wind up with a crap ton of catalysts. And there's probably gonna be the 2026 champion token like they did with last year, which like he kind of liked, but at the same time I don't think that had enough value for Yusafa. I could be wrong, but it didn't seem like that was, like, from what he was saying, like that was good enough for, you know, spending as much as he spends on the game. I mean, he ended up 4th last year, and he said he spent, what, $40,000? He just posted, actually, a Titan, I'm gonna pull up his channel here, see if he has something other than that today. Let's see if he talked about it. No, he just says that opening. Maybe he talked about it during the opening. I don't know. But it doesn't seem like his last thing was a an interview. Thing. So I very much look forward to hearing what Yusafa's thoughts are on the matter, because I want, just because of like the style of the way it goes. I wanted to be able to enjoy it anyway. And I feel like it does have pretty solid value. Although, given the space of the game at the moment, I feel like relative to Cyber, the milestones are going to be less valuable than they were last year relative to its Cyber. Because this Cyber, I got 5 rank 4s. There's not going to be 5 rank 4s in me spending 15,000 units. That's just not going to happen. Even if I spent 30,000, which I spent, what, 29,000? Like I'm not getting that in just those milestones. There's no way, because they're not gated to progression. So like a Thronebreaker person, well, I guess the SBCs. Well, again, the milestones are not progression gated, unless they make the reward like selectors that are progression gated, which they could do. That would make it actually better for the economy spread. But again, it always feels bad, like if you're not at the top progression of the game. Either way, anyway. Whatever. Yeah, and I think that's why Yusafa was like, it's whatever, because like if he wants any given champion, like you could just, because of the grace crystals, you can get it easily enough. Like $1,200, they can get any champion. If they're willing to spend that, they're guaranteed any newest champion for no more than $1,200. Whereas before, with no grace, you could still obviously get them earlier than that, but you could easily spend $3,000 and just gotten really unlucky and still didn't get them in $3,000 worth of units. I mean, they're not selectors. I mean, it'll be 3 random out of the gacha. But what I would want the most out of all of them, I think X23 probably, Hulkling and Scorpion. So those would be the 3 I'd want most. Honestly, Scorpion and Hulkling, basically the top 2, and then the third one, I would probably take anybody but Jane. And I think probably Valkyrie would be the next in line for worst, and then I'd probably want... So I'd probably go Scorpion, Hulkling for top. Jane is at the bottom. And then X23 probably would be our second, since we have well, I guess third, because we have two type first, so it should be third. and then a tie between Valkyrie and Nimrod as well. As far as like the order of what I would want. Get at least one selector? No. I think she's gonna have some good stuff in her kit. Plus the ability, even if her regen is low, the ability to have a little bit of regen to just stay at a high health is really nice for Battlegrounds if she can cook and like stay at 100%. Well, it's a box, so you're guaranteed 3 of the champions because it's you get the one champion and they're out of the box, so you're guaranteed 3 of them, but they're a random of the 3, so 3 random of the 6. So if you had 6 keys, you'd get all 6 of them, but oh, dude, duping her totally messed that up. Fudge. Yeah, that's the one nice thing about the box. But it's also like kind of a two-edged sword, because like there are certain champions that, depending on how they set them up, like you'd prefer to just get one champion twice for their awakened ability, than to get like just a crappy champion. But that might be more so the case before, when awakenings were. I mean, the awakening gems are like becoming much more prevalent. Like I'm actually really close to. I think I'm at like 1,000 shards off of another awakening gem, so we could get that potentially in the side quest. At the very least, I mean, the next Valiant EQ, we would get. The next Elder difficulty, we would get. We would get. I totally killed my own train of thought. I totally lost what I was on about, because I was like, oh, the focus, and then I totally lost the train of thought I was on. It's gone. Probably slightly due to just being slightly sleep deprived at the moment. Dude, I was not trying to do that like that. Yeah, skip classic would be nice. I mean, honestly, that just saves a little bit of energy and a little bit of time. It's not like terrible. I actually didn't mind going through classic. I mean, it was a once through. It was fast. It actually didn't take that long to go through 6 quests. And that way you can at least fight the bosses once through at least. But I guess skipping it is cool. Yeah, and I am missing, I guess 2 of them now. I'm missing Sentry and, Purgatory. So, we're taking Purgatory. Taking the Purgies. But yeah, I think even with like her getting a buff, Which her initial like buff video looked like she made pretty good, but then I don't know, I didn't hear anything actually like good about it. Like when people were like testing her, actually, it was like it's just kind of meh, you know. The deep dive for her buff actually made her look kind of insane, but I've really not heard anything actually good about her. So she might just be underrated, maybe, but I don't know. Obviously, if we get her, we'll have to try her out for ourselves and see how we like it, but just based on what I've heard, she's my least wanted. That, and again, Mystic. It's really hard to be a Mystic. Although doesn't she does actually work for Serpent and Dark Phoenix, I believe. Ouch. I think I remember seeing that in the yeah. Yeah, that was the um Deadpool X-Force, Sentinel, Purgatory, Medusa, Sentry, and who was the sixth one? Black Panther. Yeah, Deadpool X-Force is amazing. Free calendar. Nice. Right, yeah. They're gonna do another like supply drop thingy. Abyss. I am here. You've been flying through the series, man. You've been catching up very quickly. So I don't know all the details because I missed the stream. Working a double. Oof. Rough. Hopefully you get some good overtime for it though. Just because of the way my schedule works, I technically make a little bit of overtime every week, but it's like less than an hour across the week. Me? No, I didn't wake up to get the drops. I went to bed 15 minutes. I fell asleep, I would be more accurate to say. I fell asleep 15 minutes before the stream started. But then Suffice was streaming and the drops were connected on him, and then I left it on Lefty after that when I went to work, and by the time I got home, it was I'd finished the drops. To 7. Oof. So I'm like extra tired. That'll be good. Bro. Whiff, you dick. Yeah, because I work 2:30 to 11. 'Cause I work second shift. And then back for the night. Yeah. Friday through Tuesday. Dang. I work, thankfully, Monday through Friday. I don't work weekends, which is a fantastic schedule. Like, it's great. It's fantastic. I mean, it might be second shift, but not having to work any weekend. Like, if I worked a weekend, like, it would be all over. It would be an entire overtime shift. So. And I get all major holidays like off. We'll get, I guess, big one. I mean, you get labor, veterans, I believe we get Thanksgiving, Christmas, New Year's. So I'm in a pretty sweet spot at the moment. That kind of sucks. Dude, this week was slow. It was just not a whole lot going on at work the last couple days. And today was like even slower than yesterday, which was slow, which was about as slow as Wednesday. So it was kind of a rough week, just not much to do. The next Titan, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if they've like confirmed what their decision it was on because before, like, there was initially with those champions, they were just in the next Titan, and it was like, okay, well, whatever, you're guaranteed to get them, but then you could just get them in the Titan. So you weren't really getting them that early. Granted, they're cheap, but then like with the rework of Britain, you know, she wasn't put in the Titan, but she also wasn't treated as a new release, whereas the new Spider-Man was a new release. So we really don't have a particular precedent. For exactly what's going to happen because I think so far Captain Britain was the only one that wasn't added to the Titan after the track, but she also wasn't treated as a new release. She was just a buffed champion. So whereas like in January we'll have Doctor Strange buff, but he'll be treated as a new release. So, because he's getting an entire rework, whereas Captain Britain literally was just a buff. Like, they didn't change her animations, they didn't change like her overall kit, they just tweaked it a little bit. It made it substantially stronger, mind you, but you know. The 7-star idols are getting systematically added to the basic. So like Ice Beam gets added this month, I believe, and then March should be Lumitrix, and then 3 months after that will be some of our I believe is what we're set at the moment. But they are getting systematically added to the basic. Because that would be too strong. Realistically, it's not. Because like the 7-star basic pool, especially since they just added 27 champions to it, is huge. Like even with a 10 champ Nexus 7-star, like you're not necessarily gonna. I mean, especially if it was like all classes. If they did like that kind of Nexus specific to a class, then yeah, like that would like be a very high chance of getting the champion you wanted out of it. But just like if you left it into the entirety of the pool, then yeah, your chances are still pretty low. Less than 10%. Greater than 5%, I think. Odds, but less than 10%. Well, yeah, it would be greater than 5% because it would take 200 champions and then 10 Nexus to be a 5% chance. So we're talking maybe 8% chance of getting who you're after in the current size of pool. Still not great. Snurpin. Yeah, both fantastic champions. But yeah, now we just have the Epoch Nexus, which is only 5, so. Gotta do 2 more rounds, it looks like. But then I really don't feel like doing the other arena. I will knock it out entirely tomorrow. Or potentially finish it on Sunday morning. It just kind of depends. So we'll move into BGs. Because honestly, it's not even necessary for me to do side quests because it's only once a day anyway. So we can do BGs after this, which is actually great. I do need to go to the grocery store tomorrow though. Well, I could technically go Sunday. I'd rather knock it out tomorrow though. Maybe. I'll think about it. But I do need to cook something too, because I haven't cooked anything since before I went to my dad's for Thanksgiving. So Bakugo's great. He actually has like such a nice like character building to him, from just like how kind of obnoxious he was at the very start of the series to like he very much so matures a lot. I mean, he's still Bakugo, like underneath everything, but like he's not just a straight dick, you know. Later, you know, like he's still like he's such a nice character development to him, while still keeping like his over-the-top kind of personality, and he is like a very well done character. Deku's obviously like the main character, but like Bakugo is like easily like a second. And then you have all the other characters that, you know, have decent screen time as well, that are just, you know, side characters. I always love it, like, shut up, extras! Like, call people extras. It's fantastic. Because they, in a way, they kind of are. They're just like side characters. It's, oh, I freaking love them though. Yeah. That's fantastic. Yeah, I can make this work. Yeah, Bakugo's great. I mean, honestly, even Endeavor, you know, has his moments too. Um, it might be next season. Does the term provisional hero license mean anything to you? If not, then it's not that you haven't hit it yet. But if you have, I don't think I think it's next season. Either way. Okay, so yeah, okay, so that did happen. Okay, gotcha. Yeah, so those are the only two that failed. Yeah. As much as I like actually the series, I've never actually gone and rewatched any of the series. So, and it is definitely worth a review. I kind of want to, but like this current season, it would have been better if I just like rewatched it before the current season came out, and then was like caught back up, and then started watching the final season. Would have been ideal, but didn't make that happen. But what you know. Yeah, win them all. He's in season 7. Yeah. I think this final season is season 8, I want to say. That sounds right. I'd have to double check. No, I think you mean Nick. Getting the game. Getting what game? I will deal with the basic tomorrow. I already did the Catalyst one. And that has plenty, and that's easy enough to do. It's few enough rounds. Like I'm not overly fussed about it. So, we're gonna restart the game and actually shoot. I didn't finish the dailies. Did I run any of them? I didn't run any of the dailies. I need to run the dailies. Whoops. I'm gonna let this run a second. I'm gonna use the bathroom. Bro. Bro. It's lagging so bad. Okay, I thought you might have meant a My Hero thing because that's what we're talking about, but yeah, I've not played any like games or anything like that. Alright, I'm gonna let this run real quickly. Like, I'll be right back. Popcorn's fantastic. Mom. Whoa. Really doing that made the thing go black once? Bro. Screen blacked out. Oh. Hey, they came back. That didn't matter. Not that mattered either. Bruh. Do have the no, I didn't get it. It's gonna be a crappy run, I just know it.
It's gonna be crappy.
Oh well. Can't be helped. So I'll finish this one, and then we start and do BGs for an hour. But then I need to go to bed, like just straight to bed, because like I didn't do that last night and definitely paying for it. My file accounts should not be functioning right now. But we are. Without interrupting myself with an alarm, we're gonna sleep so good. Yes, I am. I popped a half a cup of kernels, so there's a lot. Yeah. Normally when I would do it on the stove, I usually just make it with Crisco. But I was like, you know what? I'm gonna try it with bacon grease this time and see if I can pop it with just bacon grease. It did actually require me to like turn the temperature up a little bit more, I think, with the bacon grease over Crisco to make it pop the same way. But I mean, it popped perfectly once I cranked it just a tiny bit. All right, man. To be fair, I actually never bought it. Like, it's just been the same tub that my mom left in there. But it is getting low, so I was considering just buying some more, because I do like it for making popcorn. Because for whatever reason, my friend, to prove a point, because I was like, I can't make popcorn in this other pan, he got it to work. But he made it with the canola oil, and it tasted funky. It just didn't taste quite right. Making popcorn in canola oil. as opposed to making it in Crisco. It definitely had a different taste. It was just kind of off. Either way. But bacon grease, that has some flavor to it. That I'm, still put, seasonings and stuff on it, but you can actually taste that it was cooked in something different. Taco burgers. I did make quesadillas one time. That recipe, well, call it recipe, whatever. That one is streamed. I did make quesadillas one night. Oh, they turned out amazing. I did them from completely from scratch. Well, what I would anyway, because normally when we have quesadillas, when mom would just use a can of chicken, but I opted for I cut up and seasoned and cooked my own turkey breast, as opposed to just using a can of chicken, because I did that the first time I made quesadillas, and they were fine, they were good, but seasoning, cutting up, and cooking my own chicken, man, those quesadillas were on another level. They were amazing. But we'll see you around, Abdo. Have a good night, man. Let's see if I can't get a few wins in BGs. It's gonna be tough because the higher we get, the better people we're gonna start playing. And let's be honest, my phone is having more problems than I am with the game itself, and makes it very hard to win when I'm just straight at a disadvantage from the out of the gate. Burn cereal. See, there's your problem. You're not supposed to cook cereal. Well, technically, that's actually not correct. Technically, oatmeal is a cereal, and you should cook oatmeal. Although, why that's considered cereal, anyway. I don't know. What is the definition of cereal? Either way, random thought. Just scratch that. Anyway, but yeah. See, I'm not much of a cook myself. I mean, I don't particularly like cooking. Just because, it takes a while. Longer than I feel I want to spend cooking. But I love eating what I make. There's only been a couple. Well, really, realistically, only one thing that I just straight I will never make again because it wasn't great. It was weird. Other than that, there's maybe been one or two times that I make something and I'm just I liked it, but it wasn't as good as I wanted it to be. But for the most part, when I make something, it's just fantastic every time. My cooking is fairly consistent, but also simple, which is actually a great combo. Let's see. Yeah, we can't claim that because we were already at cap. And that would put me at, okay, we're still not quite at 4 million. Oh, I need to do that too, actually. But we have a week on that, so. And that would give us this, which I believe is our third piece. I think people were saying. So we have a week and a half. If we can get to 75, that would give us plenty of time. So, a grain used for food, such as wheat, oats. I mean, that's why oatmeal is the cereal, I guess. I mean, that does make sense actually, because any cereal you can think that I think of is like corn flakes made with corn. Oats, different kinds of oat stuff, or just straight made with yeah. So that actually makes 100% sense. Makes all the sense actually. I mean, there's not a way to get it at the moment if you don't already have it, but there's been several times where it's been given out for different various things. So there's actually not currently a way in the game to get it. I got it from when it was in the incursions, but it is it had the longest standing of it was like for doing like monthly EQ really fast every month. So oh, can you get it actually in that? Is it in there? I kind of forgot about that. All the latest yeah, I guess, yeah, it's in there. What do you think about that? Well, I wasn't even thinking about that. Good job. Because I already had it when I finished that, so I wasn't thinking about it. But yeah, I guess it is actually in there. So that'll be the one, like, still, like, permanent way to get it, I guess. Ooh, do we Kushala it, or... I think we try. I know Spiral can do it easily, but I want to try it with Kushala. Poker, I guess, had one. That one was like just straight RNG. As long as I don't get like crappy lag, I feel like this is actually not going to be too bad. I know we got the counter, but like, it's not gonna be like the fastest. I lost a couple extra seconds there, but... Big fat crossbones! Dude, we lost like... That was a 30-second fight. Because we lost at least 3 extra seconds there. If we had a normal load-in, that was a 30-second fight. It was a rank 4, right? Yeah. So equal ranks, friggin' crossbones obliterated that. Absolutely obliterated it. I did get lucky not to get hit by that special. Because like my character... my guy kind of just stood there. I missed my dex input. Like it just kind of didn't happen. Yeah, we won that by 2,500 points. He was just too fast for him. I hate to throw this, but I don't have much of a choice. Thanks for the intercept, bro. I absolutely love that. Okay, the special one, not great. Lost too much health. I mean, it was a throw round, yeah. Dude, we could have won that though. Oh my gosh. Dude, obliterated by friggin' Juggernaut. Oh my gosh. That's unfortunate. He tried throwing too. My gosh. That was absurd. It's absurd. That's insane. Dude, why would you give me Jean? That makes no sense. Jean was literally your best attacker for that. I mean, gentle can work, but... I mean, this is literally just... I have to wait out the... I wasn't gonna be able to cycle it. But he's not gonna be able to do that fast enough, like. Not versus a rank 4. He's punching, like, he's not gonna, yeah. Dude, like, that was ridiculous. Yo, what's up, healthy, boy? I almost said something not correct. Conflated a couple things there. Oh well. I caught myself. We're good. I can't believe that round 2, like, you only scored 45,000 versus Juggernaut. That is insane. I am not Formula MCOC, but yeah, I just don't play enough, and I need to climb up the board. So. Who? Shocker? There's a very specific reason why I have the relic on in my Doom. And it's on somebody else. That's on my Ant-Man. I believe. Pretty sure it's on Ant-Man. But welcome to the stream, though, man. Damien. Arcane Fusion. Well, at the moment, I am actually undefeated in the GC at the moment, so calm yourself. Get rid of that for the moment. Yeah, so 6 stars on fam. Sugar. Yeah, there's bread. It's fine. It's fine. I actually have all the. I have all the 6-star, all the 5-star, all the 4-star, all the 3-star. I think I got them all now. I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure I have them all. We're still in a tiny bit of trouble. Yeah, the Venom one. Yeah, the Venom one's insane. Dang. Okay, we're actually in a bit of trouble here. But it's gonna come down to how well he actually plays it out. Like order of operations, kind of sort of here. He very much so should beat me with the draft, but depending on how he plays it, I can win. So we will be okay. It's gonna be slow, but 500,000 health. It's so much health. Don't crit. Dang, of course crit. Yeah, that was slow, but it was actually faster, and we had the health. Never mind, my draft actually was better than I was thinking it was, but that was the wrong starter for him, I think, too. That was actually literally probably the worst he could have put as a first option. So, Solvark is quite solid. Okay, this dude has no idea what he's doing. He is a little bit rough, offensively to use, but it's fine. Bro. This dude's also kind of annoying too. Ooh, golly, dude. Yeah. You still have a good shot. The lag about ruined me though. Yet we're still winning. Yeah, we won this, so. Chakra's pretty nice. Mine's only like 660 too, so. He played that, like, he had a solid draft. He just played it, like, really badly. He should have started with Serpent as a defender, or Captain Britain. Either of those two would have been fine. Because he probably would have won round 1 if he put down Serpent, because I just didn't have a counter. So. Yo, Saitama. Bro. And it gets a star 75. Nice. Oh, I guess it claimed it when I hit the thingy. And then there's, yeah, this. I'll have to do that. I need to do this too for the prestige, but don't think it matters at the moment. So we are solid on these objectives for the next week and a half. So Yeah, so I just need to win one more. Yeah, 75 is pretty easy. Because again, we haven't lost the GC yet. We've only lost one round, even. Surprisingly. So, we're doing alright. We're doing alright. I mean, the lag has two, like, downsides, though. One, it eats time, but it also screws with your inputs. Which is arguably worse. Because missed inputs cost you more time, and depending on when they're missed, could be health you lose, so. Yeah, that Yondu's actually. Get rid of the Yondu, actually. I mean, it's possible, but it's not like. Tickle his throat. It's the season on the popcorn. It was hit wrong. Because Yondu is like a nuke. And honestly, I'd probably time out fighting him. Well, I'm not necessarily time out, but it would be awesome. Gesundheit. Yeah, thank you. I mean, if he is, I will feel very bad. Yeah, of course, then he gets the... I mean, that's at least a slow option. He's not, like, terribly fast, so we could still win out that matchup. Depending on what he puts as a defender. So I have to basically do that. Do I place first, or does he? I'm not sure. Dragon Man, that's really weird. Yeah, Dragon Man, it's weird. I feel like I can beat that. We're gonna do this. I'm gonna go ahead and give it to him. I don't think he's, because he has to use 3 bars of power. I think we can beat it out. Yeah, I mean, I could rank 4, but we'll hold on for that for right now. Oh, dead winning out. Called it. Maker's kind of slow. Because really, to make him function, you're playing parry heavy, which is just a slow play style. So. Yeah, shot through eviscerates everybody, dude. Maker is the safest because he's immune to what she does. I'm gonna give you freaking enchantments. And then we're gonna go. I mean, yeah, I'll do it this way. We'll give this a shot. Yeah, Sylvark is really safe and also does it pretty quickly. Dragon Man, that's not going to go well enough. That's going to be really slow. I don't know why I did that. Alright, go ahead. Jeez, the lag. Okay, go ahead and throw that. Throw the SB1. And throw the SB1. Alright, throw the SB1. Throw the SB1. Thank you. When did he switch it to Yelena? I thought sure he was on Dragon Man when that started, but whatever, it doesn't really matter. We still won. Because Shatter works like without doing a ton of hits, so you're not gonna. But see, Hellboy, I'm the Arcane Demon. Did you see how many rank 4s he had in his deck, too? I'm pretty sure he had more than me. Hold on. How deep was his rank 4s? Okay, I guess he had a few less. But like the top, almost full top 2 rows were rank 4s. So he had 13. It was basically the same amount as me. Yeah. It just happened. It is like if you're like not playing the node well, it can be quite punishing. But Enchantress can just be a hit or miss kind of dick, so. I'm honestly surprised, like, we've won 6 in a row in the GC. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, 6 in a row. That's honestly surprising. I mean, we are a week and a half, almost a week and a half into the season, but still. But I've only got 16, so I only have a couple more than he did in the deck. I've got 16 rank 4s in the deck. You're just missing everything else. Yeah, I've got 7 T7. Or 6 T7 rather. I don't think I have 7. Red Skull is amazing. Red Skull is indeed amazing. Actually, yeah, screw that. Oh. Honestly, depending on like how crazy they do it, that doesn't surprise me at all. I'm taking Fam because I like Fam. I probably should have taken either of the other two. Probably better options. Would have been better options, but I like Fam, so we're taking Fam. Ooh, baby. Yes, please. Alright, well, Fam can't be a defender now, unfortunately. Well, nah, I'm not doing any friendlies. Void would probably have better value than negative, probably, honestly. Dang. It's a bit of a wild draft. I like my draft though. I think the draft is fine. That he might be slightly sketch, but we'll see what happens. Dang, we're gonna have to do Domino first. That Silk actually was rather clutch. I didn't even catch that that was gonna be good. Didn't even catch it. It's unfortunate. We're gonna have to do this. Unfortunate. But actually, since he did that, my Fam is actually a defender now. Because Hulk can do Hulk things. That's why. That and he's newly awakened. Although, to be fair, I had him in the deck before I duped him, so kind of irrelevant. That's not what I meant to do. Oh my gosh, dude. It was going like perfect until like I just totally butchered it. Well, I still messed up a little bit. Jeez. Yeah, I was too slow. It really did. Even if I had the full health, I think I would have lost. Yeah, I still would have lost. Throwing that extra special one on accident really killed my time. Oh well, it's fine. Problem here is like I'm gonna have to alternate my copy. Yeah, I butchered that. Yeah, I butchered it. It was too slow too. Well, I also couldn't do. I didn't get a lot of crits, but I also couldn't do the combo like a normal thing either. But yeah, first loss. I mean, it's fine. Whatever. I didn't have like the best draft for what he had. That silk kind of prevented me from putting my enchantress on defense myself and having that be like a winnable round. He just would have been too fast. Wait, on who? Oh, Captain Britain? Yeah, Captain Britain's 100%. Really unique. Was that actually only at the rank 3 high AV one? Yeah, it was only rank 3. So I mean, I was at equal ranks. I didn't have the reach. I also wasn't very highly. I didn't have that many Furies either. So that was the secondary issue. So it's a bit of a couple things. I'm not really scared of you. You're scared of that. Oh, 100% on Koye. Koye is freaking busted. Doesn't matter. She doesn't need the dupe. It's really nice, but I mean, I gave her an awakening gem because I wanted her dupe, but I used her for months on awaken, and it just makes her slightly less viable for her like not ideal matchups, but like she can still do them. Cyclops is like, it's good, but like at the same time, he sucks. I can't stand him. I don't like his doesn't walk forward mechanic. It honestly irritates me. Like, I can't use him because of it. Dude has a rank 4 Sig 200 Nico in his deck, and he bans mine. That is wild. Wild. Dang. We're in a bit of a rough spot here. He's got a way better draft than I do at the moment. Dude, Sunspot is a bit of a nuke. It's not that, because Yelena doesn't have resistance. She just, because the way Sunspot's damage works isn't affected by what Yelena does to mitigate damage, realistically. So. Heinz!
Heinz 11 donated $11.11. Ace doesn't make
Thank
mistakes.
you, dude. With the Heinz special. I think we lose this just because he's going to be faster. Like, we're both going to come out with, like, full health, but I think, even with all the extra buffs, I think we're just going to be too slow here. Crap. Well, especially if we do that. Well, it's over. Oh my gosh. Where's my parry at, bro? Well, I lost. I'm missing so many parries right now, man. I could not have done that any worse. It's fine. It's fine. Not a big deal. I can recover from this. He doesn't have a particularly viable counter. Alright, see if we can get the stand up. Nope. Oh my gosh, the lag, bro. Just throw it. Just throw it. Frickin'. Dude. Frickin' lag is costing me so hard. Okay, that one was kind of on me. Dude, I would have been, like, no lag. I finished that, like, super fast and I don't lose any health. As soon as I like got a screw up because of lag, it was over. God. Oh my gosh, with the Zode? You're kidding me. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. I totally had it, too. I was fine for round 3. God. This update is also, like, completely screwed up my ability to do stand-ups. Which honestly hurts the pig a lot, because I was... Like, I had that down. And now I can't do it with anybody. Yeah. Get rid of that. I mean, the rank 4 doesn't make much difference. But... Actually, we'll leave that. We'll just get rid of the rank 4. Get rid of that. And... Get rid of the rank 4 silver. Okay, that'll be fine. That's better. That's better. It's also another reason why I didn't want to, or don't want to, $1 million units and Z4, yeah. Darn straight. This is why I'm saying, like, it was surprising that like I had won 6 in a row. Dude, this is gorgeous, actually. I'll have to do it this way. Yeah, I mean, I'd still do arenas, yeah. Of course he'd get the... We're in trouble. Alright, we're gonna be faster, but It's gonna be tough to finish with enough health. If we don't get like good regen back, we're a little bit in trouble. Dang it. I was hoping he just wouldn't throw it again. Yeah. Well, that's unfortunate. I went for it. If I had gotten another crit, like that special 2 would have killed him, but that was I didn't need to do that. I was just playing stupid. That was just playing recklessly. Rank 4 Chavez would have killed it, yeah. A crit in this economy? Yeah, basically. Basically. Yeah, his fight went slightly slower than I was expecting, but probably just got rooted from like him throwing a special 1 or something. Do we lose? Cause like he also beats me on the mirror matchup there. Yeah, we lost. Screwed up. We got outdrafted again. That's unfortunate, man. Just straight outdrafted. Bro, where's my parry? Dude, if I didn't miss that parry, we win that. Gah! I'm not sure if that was because of lag or what. Dang it. That's 3 in a row, dude. And it all started with lag on this fight. Or or no, not that one. That one we lost legit. That one was just terrible. I played it badly. I don't know, like something was off with the timing and I just didn't get the Okay, well that jeez, what is this deck, dude? All but what is that? All but 5 are rank 4s? Jeez, dude. Well, I mean, we're probably gonna lose just in the freaking draft, dude. He's got 9 more rank 4s in the deck than I do. That is something. That's regular Phoenix. It's not even Dark Phoenix. Let's take some damage that way. Like, just because of the way it lines up with, like, I'm having to take rank 3s because the rank 4s just aren't the champion I need. Which is sucky. I don't think she seems to need it that badly. Yeah, that actually sucks. Yeah, Hulkling probably be more worth it. Oh, this is unfortunate. Dang. This is not panning out great. Yeah, and I have to do it this way. Dagnabbit. I think it's just me faster straight because of Serpent's immortality more than anything. Ooh, we actually beat him time-wise. That's surprising. And yep, I figured he was gonna lose health because, yeah, cool. He crits, so there's not really anything you can do about that. I did that so I wouldn't get rooted, and I didn't have. There's not enough time to dash in and block. So it was either get hit like that or take getting rooted. So. Which I think in the long run probably was the better option, so. Alright, we're both gonna have pretty quick fights here, I think. Yeah, he can't really do Zola because he can't hit in the block, but yeah, I hate that you can't like do that dash. We had like insane Neuroshock RNG and that final combo is special. We had like, what, 6 on me? Yeah, he will crush onslaughts. Dude, a 6-star can still do a rank 4 onslaught relatively well. High Evo, he'll crush. He can do photons, yeah. He'll be able to do Sentinel, Fam, obviously, yeah. He's gonna be solid. I just like him for BGs, for how nukey he is. And he can be really annoying on defense. Obviously Nico will crush him. Shathra isn't great for him though, which is actually really good. It is possible to mess it up with Chavez, although she nukes it. Kushala will nuke him, but if you don't wind up with any mystics, he will be a very massive pain in the butt on defense. So, but yeah, he will suck versus Zolo. He has a few, like Crossbones can do him really good. So who else non-mystic actually does that fight really well? Black Cat, yeah. Ability accuracy. That's why I said Crossbones. So like Black Cat. There's not a lot actually. Because also, like, depending on the nodes and just like how cooperative he is, if he's like spamming special ones, which is not great, like, you could just be really slow. Nefaria, I could see Nefaria doing maybe okay. All right, let's see if we can get at least one more back. I'll play one more here, and then I'm gonna go to sleep because it's been a very long day. Probably, yeah, just because we have so many newer ones that he wouldn't be able to do now. Like, he can't do Serpent. Which I don't care about him. That's tied. Let's get rid of you. And actually, you know what? Let's get rid of rank 4 and you. Got him. Cool. It got the right bands. He could, not very many, but as a 7-star, I think he'd have enough reach with how things scale that he'd be able to do it relatively easily. In the right Mystic, at least. I don't think he'll do Yelena. Let's see, Serpent's banned, so I don't have to worry about that. He would be able to do Solvart, I believe. Which would be nice. Absorbing Man. I want to say Abs's Hulkling's damage will scale well enough more so than Shathra, yeah, that's fine. More than Abs' health pool, because Hulkling can do Abs Man, and I think as a 7-star he will scale well enough, like faster on attack and damage than the health pool does. Maybe that fight would work. So yeah, those are the 3 major ones I want for sure. But yeah, whatever. It's fine. I'm feeling pretty good about this one, actually. I'm feeling pretty good about this one. Koye would be able to do it. Yeah, Koye could 100% do Abs, man. You just have to not let him throw a special one. I wanted to throw a special one there, yeah, that's not what we wanted. Crap. Yeah, he's gonna. Yeah, he's gonna do fudge. Okay, we're ruins. Ouch, I'm dead. That was terrible. I messed that up so badly. That should have been an easy win round right there. That was terrible. That was just awful. Okay, well that's whatever. I can still beat him. It's fine. Hopefully would have been good there. Yeah, there are no selectors for the bot. Gotcha. So we win this. Like he's got not a good enough defender left, so I think we're fine. Basically, yeah. I mean, if you have 6 keys, you guaranteed get all of them, but. That's not what we wanted. I want you. You can't do that fast enough, man. Dude, the frickin' leg! Ugh. Lag is so annoying. Hit second life and then just immediately died. Boom. That's rough. I've done that before. I've literally gotten 0 because of that before. Like pushed him red right after doing that and like just eating it. Yeah. It's unfortunate. He's got no counter to this. Like he's just lost. Like he can't do that fight. He's gonna melt. That was a rank 4 photon. And we still couldn't get our stand up on off the special one. I can't get the stand up image up with anybody. Like Serpent off his special one, used to get it easy. Crossbones off his special one, if you did it in the corner, easy. Like nobody is able to get that stand up anymore. I landed it once in arena with Serpent earlier. I got it one time. I think that was just because it didn't get blocked, basically. Like it either the hit whiffs, or they somehow block before you can hit them. Either or. And it's just like after this update, like I cannot get it anymore. Yeah, I mean, who knows? I didn't get a single key last time, but the drop rate was pretty dang small. And I think I started with what, like 60 crystals last year. So, I mean, I'm gonna probably start with like 24,000 units worth. And then just maybe do more from there, but I think I want to do, I mean, it's just kind of bad. We'll do it, we'll start actually with like the 15-6 kind of, like whatever we need to spend to hit like all those milestones. And then if we want to do more, depending on how we're feeling about the crystals, do more from there, but we'll have to look at all the rewards and ranked stuff and see how deep we want to actually go, because I feel like we might just go extra heavy on it, because like they seem like they're gonna be pretty good. Who is that? I didn't even catch who tried to do that. Oh boy, no, get out of here with that. I'm going to bed, dude. I'm on 3 hours of sleep right now. I'm tired. 1 geek, $50. Does it? Are they gonna sell one for 50? I know they'll have the 50 for 10 crystal or 12 crystals or whatever for $50, and they'll do that like at least twice. It's 50% increased units on the bundles. So the Odin will have 50% more. So instead of like the 3,400 in the web store, it'll have like 5,100 in it, which is substantial. So, anyway. Do you think they really sell each key $50? That seems like I could see maybe a key for $100, or they might sell one. I think for like 80. I think they did last year or something like that. 50. I don't see it being that low. You could get one for 50 last year. Are you sure? Because I know they're also like just straight units had like you could buy a bunch of them. 50, really? It's lower than I thought. Dang. Either way, I am going to bed, and I'm not setting an alarm, so I'm going to sleep until I am no longer sleeping. And it's gonna be glorious. But and then we'll see what I want to do tomorrow. I definitely need to like actually cook something proper tomorrow night. It will be too much to do it in the morning. So what we'll probably do is if I can figure out how I want to do it and get myself set up and self-motivate a little bit, I think we can do Yusafa's dish finally tomorrow. We could try for that at least, maybe. Like in a perfect world, we can make that happen. But I do need to go to the store. If not tomorrow, then Sunday. So I usually just don't feel like doing it on Sunday. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. It kind of depends on when I do actually wake up in the morning, like how much time that'll give me, and then we can just kind of be fairly casual with what I need. Because like the basic arena is pretty. Like I can just do that with one set of champions. I don't have to have anything refreshed to make it through all the points on that. So it's pretty just straight through, and all the else is done. So and I made more tea, so a fresh batch of tea I'll have tomorrow. So but yeah. So but good night. We'll see when I wake up. I'm gonna like. If I wake up but like I'm still like tired, I will like just stay in bed. Like I really don't care when I get up in the morning. Like I want to catch up on some sleep. I am like so overdid it last night on just anyway, it was the thing. Cook, sleep, yeah. I mean 10 hours honestly would put me with 9.5 would put me at 1. Yeah, we'll probably sleep at least 10 hours. Sounds about right. Catch up and read it. Next catch up sleep. I mean, we're basically caught up in the arena, so. But Thor, it's whatever. She'll be whatever maybe. She might just be a little underrated, but I haven't heard really anything good about her. But anyway, nighty nights. Don't let the bed bugs bites. Peace out. We'll catch you later. And much love for Heinz. Heinz didn't even show up in the chat, did he? He just like sent 11 and was like, wasn't even in here. I don't think I saw him in the chat. Heinz the GOAT. Best ketchup. We love it. So have a good night. Peace.